Tensions are rising between the US and Venezuela after President Donald Trump declared Venezuelan airspace closed. Caracas has slammed the move as a colonialist threat and an attack on its sovereignty. The warning comes amid a major US military buildup in the Caribbean and months of strikes on alleged drug-running vessels. DD India's Rabindra Chauhan has more.
Venezuela has condemned US President Donald Trump's declaration that Venezuelan airspace should be considered closed, calling it a colonialist threat and an illegal attack on its sovereignty. Trump's statement posted on social media provided no details. The warning followed an FAA alert urging airlines to exercise caution near Venezuela, which led several carriers to suspend flights.
What we're seeing in Venezuela, which is very different, is a fairly significant U.S. military buildup that is now in place in different parts of the Caribbean and Latin America, and what seemed like pretty overt threats from President Trump, warning of possible military action, covert action. So the U.S. isn't really trying to hide what it may wind up doing to President Maduro.
The announcement comes amid a major US military buildup in the Caribbean and rising pressure on President Nicolas Maduro's government, including operations targeting alleged drug trafficking routes.
I think it's unfair because there are people who need to travel for work, business, and to see our family, and we Venezuelans are not to blame for these situations. We are the ones who pay the consequences for the things that are happening.
Amid the standoff, Venezuela's military held coastal defense exercises. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro said the country has faced 17 weeks of psychological warfare as US pressure intensifies across the Caribbean and South America. Caracas dismissed US actions as colonial ambitions, while residents voiced concerns about travel disruption. Venezuela also said Trump's declaration effectively halts migrant repatriation flights and called on the international community to reject what it described as an aggressive unilateral act. Following the FAA warning, Caracas revoked operating rights for several airlines. Rabindra Chauhan's report for DD India.